Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. I of course am Jennifer, and if you're watching this, chances are you're the crossdresser aspect of my title. Maybe you're a significant other, a friend, family member, wife of a crossdresser, or maybe you're somebody who is new to crossdressing. You looked on the internet for crossdressing videos and you came across me. However you found me, I'm glad you're here. Please do me a favor before anything else. Right below my picture, please like and subscribe to this podcast. I can't do this without you, the viewers, or the listeners. You are very important to me. The goal when I set out to do this podcast is to reach out to other cross-dressers, other girls out there, to show you you are not alone. I am somebody who has cross-dressed for a very long time. And I remember when I first started, way back before the internet, I felt I was so alone, so scared, so afraid of who I was, what I wanted to do, going out in public dressed as a woman. I was scared to death of being found out, of, all sorts of different things. Now with the internet and Facebook and groups and chats and everything, there's plenty of opportunity for you to reach out to other girls out there. And that's what this podcast is a way for me to reach out to you and tell you you're not alone, you are loved, you are wanted, you are heard by myself and other girls out there. So please check out this episode. Please check out previous episodes. I cover everything from tips and tricks of dressing to, my life, my challenges, my thoughts, hopes, dreams, desires, all that stuff. So please check out my podcast. I hope you enjoy it. If you're listening to this podcast, whether it be on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you download your favorite audio podcast, all the rules apply to you as well. With all my heart, I hope you find this podcast interesting. I hope there are things in here that you can relate to, things that will help you improve your look, improve your appearance, improve going out in public, getting out there, expressing your feminine side, and being you. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe to the podcast, check out previous episodes, give you something to listen to in the car while you're on your way to or from work. And let's get into this episode. Now, this episode is titled Cross-Dressing in Politics. The reason it's titled that, it's a really broad topic, but I had a listener by the name of Desiree send me a list of topics she thought I could cover. And one of them was cross-dressing in politics. And so I thought I would just chat about it for a while. Now, when it comes to cross-dressing in politics, you would expect, and you'd be right, that most cross-dressers, transsexuals, girls like us, are more on the Democrat or liberal side. We are people who care about others. We are very open-minded, and we lean on the left side when it comes to politics. There are I would say, a small percentage from the people I'm friends with, the girls I'm friends with on Facebook, a very small percentage that kind of go the other direction, that are very much conservative, Republican, and there are a handful of those that are Trump supporters and support the right-wing conservative part of the government and what's going on nowadays. And I guess I just kind of want to talk about where I lie, where I think the vast majority of girls lie on this topic. And as you can expect, I am somebody who is more of a Democrat. When I was growing up, when I first became interested in politics, I was very much a liberal, a Democrat, someone who wanted to see change in our government, to see more rights given to more groups of people, to care about people, the citizens of the United States, and do things to help them. As I've gotten older, I would say that left leaning has gotten a bit more towards the center, although I would still say that I am on the liberal side, on the Democrat side, especially in this day and age, due to where the Republican Party has gone over the past close to 10 years now. My dear mom, my mother, was very much a Republican person, even though she was a single mom who relied on food stamps, Title 19 stuff to help raise myself and my sister. She was very much a Republican ever since she never voted, but she was always supportive of them because they were more middle of the road, more running business or running the government like a business and doing things that needed to be done to take care of the city, the state, the country, that kind of thing. I think she would be very shocked by what has happened to the Republican Party, about how they have swung so far to the right, and I'm rather shocked myself. Getting back to me being a crossdresser and politics, I have to say I am always surprised when I come across a crossdresser or a trans individual who is a Trump supporter, somebody who loudly boasts that they are supporting the Republican Party in this day and age. If you take a look at the Republican and Trump's track record of what the party has done to try to squash transgender and crossdresser and LGBTQ rights and privileges as being citizens of the United States, it's rather appalling in my opinion. And I guess for the life of me, I don't really understand, or I can't see why they would support a person or a party that's filled with such hatred towards a community that they belong to. That would almost be, if you want to have a really bad comparison, to a Jewish person in the 40s supporting the Nazis. Why would you want to do something to support somebody who is so against a group that you are a member of? That just, to me, it boggles the mind. They can go on and say that, oh, I support Trump's government policies or policies regarding tariffs and deportation of immigrants and that kind of thing. That's fine. You can support that. But to me, when your rights and privileges as a cross-dressing individual or a trans individual are being attacked on almost a daily basis, how can you support the other things that this party is for or trying to do? I really miss the days of having middle ground and being able to compromise. It used to be back in the day, the Republicans and Democrats, they would work together on bills and laws for the common good of all American citizens, not just the Christian right or the liberal left. They would work as hard as they could to improve life for everyone. And we've become so divided as a country and as a political structure. It just doesn't work anymore, and it's so sad to see. And for me, it's even sad to see that cross-dressers or trans people that are able to support Republicans can do so. So Desiree, I guess to answer your question about cross-dressing and politics, it's kind of confusing, at least to me. Thankfully, I think like I said, right from the get-go, the vast majority of cross-dressers, trans individuals, LGBTQIA plus people fall on the liberal side. They want things to help everybody, not just certain groups of people. And thankfully, things kind of ebb and flow. To kind of sum this all up, just over this past weekend, I came out to a friend of mine who I've known since I was a kid. He was somebody I went to school with. He is somebody who is a Republican. He is a conservative. He is somebody who is very opinionated when it comes to his politics and stuff. And he is somebody I thought about coming out to just because, like I said, he's a friend. I've known him for a long time, known him for the better part of my whole life. But before I did, I sent him a message and I was like, I just have a question for you. I know that you and I vary differently when it comes to our political beliefs. And I just asked him point blank, I'm just curious, what is your stance on the LGBTQ community and their rights? And it started a really good conversation that lasted almost an hour and a half on a late Saturday night, which covered all sorts of different things. But one of the things that impressed me in chatting with my friend was that he brought forth some points that I felt were good points, valid points, and things or changes that I could get behind. And I think I did the same thing for him. I brought forth some points that he could get behind. And the more I started talking and the more we started covering all sorts of different ground, not just LGBTQ rights, but talking about tariffs and talking about deportation and all that sort of stuff. I think by the time it all got done, I was like, you know what? I think if you represent the Republicans and I represent the Democrats, we could really compromise and get a lot of stuff done. Too bad the government doesn't work that way. And for me, it was nice to see that somebody who is a friend that is very conservative did have some ideas, had some thoughts, and was not solely into that right-wing Trump camp, that he didn't see the points I was making or wasn't so judgmental as to say that my way, my thoughts or my beliefs or my ideas were wrong. And I didn't come out to him and tell him that the reason I was asking this is because, send him a picture, this is Jennifer, this is somebody that I am from time to time, and this is why some of these questions I asked you were very important to me. He is somebody who is very understanding. He's definitely subscribed to the live and let live philosophy of life, which is, I think if more people would do that and just let people do whatever they want as long as they're happy, it's all great, it's all good. If more people did that, we would have a better country and a better world. So cross-dressing in politics is a very interesting topic. And if you have your views, especially if you're somebody who is in the Republican side of things, the conservative side, and can help me understand why you would support somebody like Donald Trump, I would definitely love to hear from you. Various different ways you can do that. Leave me a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. I respond to pretty much any comment that gets left. You can also, if you're listening to this as an audio podcast, leave me comments there. Please also like and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook under Jennifer Hangartner, spelled Hangartner. And you can find me, send me a message there, leave me a comment about this episode. And you can also go to my Facebook page, which is Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. Leave a comment there. So until next time, this is Jennifer saying hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.